3, and this is going to be on passing of the legs, or guard passing as we call it. So anytime your partner's legs are between you and them, that constitutes as a guard. And in Jiu-Jitsu, it's an incredibly deep area. Jiu-Jitsu can kind of be summarized as one person's guard versus the other person's guard passing. That makes up about 90% of the action that you'll see in most Jiu-Jitsu matches. So what we're going to look at here is some basic types of guard that somebody might have, and also some basic guard passing approaches. So the first thing we'll look at is closed guard, right? It's the first guard most people will learn, and it's also from a self-defense perspective quite a common one that's used. So let's say, for example, Rob is on his back. If he's on his back and he's managed to pull me to the ground, or I'm already grounded himself, he will close his guard. That means that he locks his ankles around my hips. Now, this might seem like it's not the best position for self-defense, but what this gives him is the ability to stop me from standing up, where I can create leverage to start the punch. Getting punched from here is not very nice, okay? But getting punched from standing all the way up here is going to be way, way worse. So closed guard basically gives you the ability to control the position, and so that it's on your terms, yeah? From here, there's plenty of options as well for submissions, which we'll get into in the future. Other variations of a guard might be something like half guard, where he has one of my legs controlled, like so. And again, from his perspective, this gives him options. He has aggressive attacks that he can do from here. He might sit up and go for an underhook. From here, he can start to build up and start to wrestle me, switch and take it to the floor. He might roll underneath me as well. He can start to take my base over this way. We might be even further away. So let's say I'm back here. He might be in an open guard, right? And again, there's loads of variations of open guard, but in a basic sense, he doesn't have anything locked around me. He just has his feet between me and him. He might have one wrapped around here. He might have one inside, loads of different things. But he can do a basic tripod sweep. He might put a foot in the hip and a foot behind the knee and just push and pull. As he stands up, he's able to get into an aggressive position where he can pass, he can control, he can pin, he can submit. Okay? So from his perspective, that's what he's looking for, a good guard, right? My perspective, I'm trying to pass that guard. And it's actually really, really hard to pass somebody's guard. It's much easier if you don't let them get a guard. So let's say Rob is in his back again. So if he goes for his closed guard, go ahead. Because I can stick something like a knee, for example, a combat base you call this, in front of his hips, he can't close his guard. Can you lock your feet together?
No.
So that means that he's compromised. So he's trying to play a closed guard, I'm trying to pass his guard, so I'm going to get to what's called a staging point, right? Combat base is a basic staging point. Another staging point might be headquarters. This is completely different to my knee being on the floor. My knee on the floor, he's got a half guard. Rob is loving this. He'll come up on that underhook, he'll roll underneath, he'll do all kinds of different things, okay? But if I stand up and I go to my headquarters, if Rob tries to do any of that and comes up with a single leg, everything feels awkward to him, because there's these big shins and these obstacles in the way. So I'm trying to create a staging point, he's trying to create a guard. And whoever can do that is going to have the advantage for the next move in the sequence, okay? Basic guard pass, just to show you one. I might do something like a bullfight pass. I might just kick my leg out, boom, pass his leg completely, and then step through into a guard. Likewise, if I wanted to be a little bit tighter than that, I might do a knee slide pass. Go this way. Where I might look to pin his legs, control his upper body, and once I'm in this position, I can just slide my leg free. If I need to, I can use my second foot to kick past, and I've achieved the second part of my goal in Jiu-Jitsu, which is to pass his dangerous legs. Now it's on to pinning and then submissions.